I feel so happy to be here, and I should believe that you are happy to be there too as well. I mean, it's TGIF. Thank God it's Friday. In case you didn't hear it the first time, I need to make it, really, really reiterate and go out with a bang, bang. Okay, so how's it going today, though? Oh, come on. I mean, yes, it's a morning rise breakfast show where we give you the Orishi Rishi that has to do with everything broadcast from this hour up until the 12 o'clock hour, all right? But let me greet you in a way that I know how to. Karo, inakwana. I would say Ningeve. I would say again, Emamuriel Keo. Oh, good Lord, good Lord, good Lord. That feels good. In my dialect, I would say I miss you. And in the language that you and I totally understand, it will be Una. Good morning. My name is Uduak Daniel, and it's a brand new day. What is it that the United Nations is telling us about today? Remember yesterday, I just run it through, but today, of course, being August 29 of 2025, International Day Against Nuclear Tests. International Day Against Nuclear Tests. All right? So, did you also know that in 2025 we commemorate the 80th anniversary of the first nuclear test? I mean, did you know that? We must never, over 2,000 nuclear weapons tests carried out over the last 80 years. Well, those are not my words. Those are the words of Antonio Guterres, right? Antonio Guterres. Now, since nuclear weapons on 16 July 1945, over 2,000 have taken place. In the early days of nuclear testing, little consideration was given to its devastating in life, led to the dangers, fine and tragic effect of nuclear weapons, nuclear weapons that exist today. All right, so that's it. That's what today is all about. Now we should also let you in, into what you're to expect them to be. Well, not to be, but that's what it is now, okay? So, manage me like that. All right, so the breakfast show goes on from now till the 12 o'clock hour. I had said that before. I'm reiterating again. Right, so at the 7 o'clock hour being this time we'll be looking into the front page of Nigerian newspapers. 8 o'clock, sports on Eagles Wings. 9 o'clock, of course, general politics conversation right there, where we have Eagles Outlook. We talk politics, we talk current affairs at the 9 o'clock hour. 10 o'clock hour, general open banter, and then of course at the 11th hour is where music bangs. I mean, the Friday feeling comes through, left, right, and center, up and down, just for your listening, enjoyment and pleasure. And of course, at 12 o'clock hour wraps it up with today in 60 seconds. And my time on here, baiting and driving with the Sunny Side Show. Okay, but then let's let you into to some things that you ought to know this morning as we go engaging. Now, the Department of State Services, DSS, has filed charges before a federal high court in Abuja against 9 persons accused of deadly attacks on Benue and Plateau states. The charges were filed on Thursday over the killings in Yelwata Guma local government area of Benue State, as well as in parts of Plateau State, which left several persons dead and many others injured. So the group CEO of NNPC Limited, Bashir Bayo Ojulari, says the company is under attack from people who don't mean well for Nigeria and who are against the ongoing transformation efforts in the company. Ojulari disclosed this while playing host to a delegation from the national body of the Petroleum and Natural Gas Senior Staff Association of Nigeria at the NNPC Towers in Abuja on Thursday. NNPC is under attack That's what Ojulari is telling us. Well, it's going to form the bulk of what we'll be talking about at the 9 o'clock hour. You best want to keep your fingers crossed, leave your ears open, as well as give us your visuals. Remember, this is Eagles 102.3 FM Abuja. We don't just give you radio broadcast, we give you an audio-visual radio experience that you can count on anytime, any day. So 9 o'clock, save the date. Save the time, rather. Former Minister of Transportation and Chieftain of the African Democratic Congress, ADC, Rotimi Amechi, has declared that there is no retreat, no surrender in his quest to contest the presidency in 2027 under the platform of the ADC. Amechi, former Rivers State governor, stated this during an interaction with journalists in Kano after a meeting with a coalition of traders in the state. All right? I'm not backing down, not now nor ever. I've got this dream, and this dream will come to reality. So Amechi says. Security agents, including the Army and the Department of State Services, DSS, have neutralized no fewer than 50 bandits in Niger State. I love it. Every time I hear neutralizing of bandits and terrorists, what always goes off in my brain, in my mind. Bagam, bagam, I like it. I mean, more of that, well done. The incident occurred in Kumbashi, in Mariga, local government area of the state earlier this week. Now, the national leader of the New Nigeria People's Party, NNPP, Senator Rabiu Kwankwaso, has maintained that he has no plans to defect to another political party. All right, so making the clarification at the party's National Executive Committee NEC meeting in Abuja on Thursday, Kwankwaso said the NNPP was performing well in Kano and other states, adding, "We are very happy about that." Okay, now the Academic Staff Union of Polytechnics, ASUP, has given the federal government a 21-day ultimatum to resolve issues negatively affecting polytechnic education in Nigeria. Monday, Ojo and Yaba College of Technology, Yaba Tech, announced the ultimatum at a news conference on Thursday in Lagos. He spoke on behalf of the president of ASUP, Shama Banja. Okay, so the federal government, through the National Center for the Control of Small Arms and Light Weapons, has destroyed more than 13,000 illicit and obsolete firearms in the last 4 years in a sustained efforts to curb the proliferation of small arms in the country. The Director General, NCC SAW, retired Deputy Inspector General of Police Johnson Kukumo, disclosed this. All right, a police officer was killed while several others sustained some injuries in a deadly clash between operatives of the Nigeria Police Force and the Nigeria Security and Civil Defense Corps in the Amaeze community in the Ivo local government area of Ebonyi State. Confirming the incident, the chairman of the Ivo Local Government Council, Emmanuel Aja, described the incident as unfortunate. Indeed, it is unfortunate. The Nigerian Immigration Service, NIS, has increased the cost of acquiring Nigerian international passports from 50,000 naira to 100,000 naira for a 32-page passport with 5-year validity, according to NIS. Henceforth, the 64-page passport with 10-year validity, which goes for 100,000 naira, will now cost 200,000 naira. Okay, and it's starting September 1. All right. Police operatives have sealed off the Edo State Secretariat of the Nigeria Labour Congress NLC, otherwise known as the Adams Oshomole Labour House. Also, the main gate of the University of Benin was beefed up with police personnel. Some suspected thugs were also seen loitering around the Secretariat. All right, now let's go into the front page of Nigerian newspapers this morning, right, and bring you the headlines as they break. Keeping in mind that, yes, you can join the conversation in the course of this. It's going to be a smart read, so I would advise that your patience one. And, of course, I would also advise that whenever you are up to add your voice loudly and clearly in the arena of the pages, the newspaper review that is, that you do so within the ambits of civility and responsibility. And now the number would be 0907 353 0044. I'm giving you the number up ahead, right? Yes, 0907-353-0044. The other number is 0908-766-8888. And the WhatsApp portal number is 0909-705-4450. So whether you're giving a voice call or you're giving a voice note to the WhatsApp portal number, 1 minute 35 seconds is the most that you can go. Anything above that, you will be cut off, I'm afraid. All right, so let's stick to the time limit so that every other family member can be a part of it. Now, let's look into the Nation newspaper. The Nation newspaper is very busy this morning, though. It's got the big story just at the naval region of the front page of the Nation newspaper. Ojulari, that is the kicker, the big name having to serve as a kicker right there. NNPCL lost $500 million monthly to refineries operation. Oh, can you beat that? NNPCL lost $500 million monthly to refineries operation, and it's got one rider to it. Oil giant will adopt private partnership to ensure sustainable profitability. Oh, you heard that. Continued on page 3, that story you'd find. And at the base on page 25, police seal off Edo NLC secretariat. To page 25 again, very popular. Oyo Assembly being the kicker. Approval of 300 billion naira loan in order. Approval of 300 billion loan in order. All right, now let's look above that big story now. I see this one written in a very small font. DSS files charges against 9 suspects over killings in Benue Plateau. Page 6, you'd find that one. And I see this one, government panel to review post-2009 agreement with ASU. It's got one writer, Polytechnic workers serve strike notice. I see. Okay, page 3, you'd find that one too. Yet another page 3. I see this one. It says, I'm driving growth with foreign engagement, says Tinubu. I am driving growth with foreign engagements. And that's what Mr. President's saying. Look, all of my travels, all of these trips and all of that, you think is for fun? No, it's not. I am driving growth with foreign engagements. That's what those strategic, trips are all about. All right, so page 3, you'd find that one. To yet another page 3, but this time just above the Nation newspaper banner now. PDP wooing Obi with 2027 ticket, says Bala. PDP wooing Obi with 2027 ticket, says Bala. Secondus active again in party. That is what the writer says. Okay, to page 2, -1 from 3, you get to NEC OK's 4-year medium-term development plan. All right, to page 3, okay, seems like you're just adding 1 then. To 2, you get 3 again. Abuja Kaduna route safe, says Omokri after tour. Okay, and this one, page 6, Ebonyi raises minimum wage to 90,000 naira monthly. The Ebonyi or the Ebonyites, the Ebonyalites or the Ebonyites, they must be really happy now. First, remember, I think it was somewhere in Anambra State, and now Ebonyi, 90,000 naira. Anambra said it was 104,000 naira, right? Okay, that's something. Let's get to the Guardian newspaper now. Just looking at the Guardian newspaper, we see the big story, bad for business. Surge in unruly fan conduct. Match day violence plunge. NPFL in crisis. Big story found on pages 4 and 5. You find this very big story. 2027, I'm not leaving NNPP, but open to discussion, says Kwankwaso, and you'd find that one on page 3. To page 27 now, you can't intimidate us. Osun workers tell federal government over withheld local government funds. You cannot intimidate us. All right, to page 3 now. NNPCL vows to revive refineries, shops for 60 billion US dollars to expand capacity. NNPCL vows to revive refineries, shops for 60 billion US dollars to expand capacity. Well, at NPCL, if you have to collect a loan elsewhere, well, collect it, but don't shop it from us. Okay? But if you think about it, though, one way or the other, long and short, that those monies will still come from us. If it doesn't come from us and it comes from loans, we'll still be the ones paying it in the end. But anyways, let's hope that they go shopping and they go shopping right. Federal government approves lifetime salary for retiring senior officers, right, of the Ministry of Interior, basically. I should add that one for you, Ministry of Interior. So federal government is approving lifetime salary for retiring senior officers who are under the Ministry of Interior. Will that be spread across every other ministry, or is it just something that only the Ministry of Interior will be benefiting? And why exactly is the Ministry of Interior being the only one benefiting from this? Could it mean that the minister himself has put out a proposal saying, hey, Mr. President, please do well to sign this one, lifetime salary for my guys. I mean, they are doing really good and they're working well, and when people do hard work and we see that this hard work is really hard working, in quotes, we should indeed show that we appreciate them. Is this a means of appreciation? Well, I can't say, but does it sound good in my ears? Oh yes, it does sound good in my ears. Now, tertiary institutions on edge as ASU SSANIP, federal government feud, heightened strike fears. Page 6. 2027 is the kicker. INEC fires back as ADC PDP demand probe of new voters record in Osun. Page 6. Very popular now. To page 29 and the base of the Guardian newspaper. Kidnappers of Katsina couple daughter demand 600 million naira ransom. Okay. Kidnappers of Katsina couple daughter demand 600 million naira ransom. Page 29. And that should be all with okay, before that, last but not the least, now let's bring this one. Nigeria facing malnutrition, 79% food insecure, says federal government. Well, this one is coming from the federal government, itself. So it says Nigeria facing malnutrition, 79% food insecurity, and that's what the federal government is saying at this point in time. But we move away from that, the Guardian, going to the Vanguard newspaper, as I see a guard, standing by the van, and has got this very one right now. The big story, 2027 is the kicker. Opposition parties battle INEC over voters' data. Opposition parties battle INEC over voters' data. And a couple of writers follow, and you'd find this one on page 5 of the Vanguard newspaper. ADC, LP, PDP, Atiku, false data, demand probe. No irregularities in Osun voter pre-registration figures. INEC is saying that polls are in danger. ADC, LP calls for vigilance, says INEC's body language frightening. And we see this one here, says queries Osun's 393,000 new voters in 1 week, demands forensic audit. PDP blames weak institution for statistically implausible voter figures in Osun. Atiku demands probe into contrived voter figures in Osun, seeks amendment of Electoral Act, stoppage of manual results collation. All right, and this one says we are ready to help. INEC addresses disparities, forensic. Okay, all right, we're ready to help INEC address disparities. Okay, I get that now. Forensic experts are saying that one. As I said earlier, page 5, you'd find that story just above the Vanguard newspaper, the heights, the top, the peak, the apogee, the very, zenith of it. Federal government ASU disagree over agreement. I like the way they coined that one. Federal government ASU disagree over agreement. Page 8, you'd find that one. All right, so this one here says, I'm under attack. Some people are plotting to unseat me. NNPCL GCEO Ojulari saying that, okay, first NNPC is under attack, and now you are under attack. Okay, I see. Page 9. To yet another page 9. Guild of Editors condemn killing of journalist in Gaza. All right, so we see this one. 2027 is a kicker. Amechi rules out stepping down, declares interest in ADC presidential tickets. Page 9. To page 6 now. Terrorism is the kicker. DSS files charges against 9 suspects over Benue Plateau killings. And we go to page 12. Court declines to stop Rivers local government poll as police restrict movement. And to page 19 now. Diaspora inflows hits 600 million US dollars monthly. Cardoso is saying that one right there. And then we go to the Nigerian Tribune newspaper this morning. Stay with me now, stay with me. It's going to be a smart read because time is not our friend right now. Federal government denies signing any agreement with ASU. Federal government says nay, no. I did not sign an agreement with you. No. It describes document as draft. Second writer sets up technical team to fine-tune government's proposal. Oh, come on. Page 3, you would find that since 2009, it was an MOU, MOA. Come on, I can't forget that one. But now the federal government says, no, it was only a draft document. It was no agreement. So I didn't have an agreement with you, ASU. I'm sorry. So let's just look up, the technicalities and fine-tune, that draft and give you a suitable proposal, a workable proposal, a feasible proposal, so we don't have to have, lock horns every now and then when it comes to affairs with education in the country. Well, page 3, you'd find that one. 2027 is the kicker. I'm not contesting any position, El Rufai says. Page 4, you'd find that one. Federal government targets 1 week passports delivery, vows to end racketeering. Page 12. And to page 30 now. Editors Guild decries killings of journalists in Gaza. Right? Page 30 again. Abuja Kaduna Road safe. Somebody's claiming as he tours the road. For health now, diabetes fuels more aggressive breast cancers. All right, that's what study says on page 3. Ibadan Convention, PDP set to inaugurate Fintiri, Makinde, Adeleke, Fuibara, Saraki, 105 others as organizing members. All right, excess crude account now 535,823 US dollars. NEC orders accelerated reforms. Page 15 has got that story. And just at the top of the Nigerian Tribune newspaper, PDP considering Jonathan Obi for 2027 presidency. Bauchi governor confirms. Page 5. We are under attack. NNPC CEO cries out. Oil workers back reforms. Page 15. And that will be all with the Nigerian Tribune newspaper. As we bring to you the Daily Trust newspaper, the big story now, universities head for strike. Universities head for strike. Pages 3, 4, and 5 has got that big story, and you would find it right there starting on the front page of the Daily Trust newspaper. This one here, Kwankwaso ACF decry Alaba Rago market demolition. Right, you find it on page 2, and to page 34. 420,000 Nigerian children at risk of malnutrition this year. Can you beat the figure 420,000 Nigerian children at risk of malnutrition this year. So sad. Now, at the base of the Daily Trust newspaper, now you'd find this one. Federal government hikes passport fees second time in year. Federal government hikes passport fee second time in year. All right? And this one says, why Barrow Port is still idle 6 years after commissioning. Reps panel giving us an update on that one. Page 25, you'd find that one. And yes, just before we come back with the Punch newspaper, let's just head out, pay some bills already. We will be right back right here and on here. Keep in mind, this is Eagles Morning Rises Breakfast Show, and yes, this is the page, as you call it, the newspaper review segment of the Breakfast Show. Don't go away.
Eagles 102.3 Abuja.
Oh, what did they happen now? No bonus for all my lines.
No panic, as MTN don't carry better gist come. Every 6 minutes you talk, MTN go dash you 3 extra minutes. Fiam to enter MTN better gist. Dial *123 *2 *1 hash or text BG to 312. T and C's apply.
For advert placement and program sponsorship on Eagles 102.3 FM, please call 080-5919-8658. That is 080-5919-8658 or 081-5791-7278. Again, 081-5791-7278.
Abuja, you're in luck. It's the upgrade promo from my Abuja Home Limited. For their Broadwater estate and plot in Gwagwalada, get 250 square meters for just 700k when you make an outright payment, or go premium with 500 square meters for only 1 million naira. That's 80% of the original price of 5 million naira. With our authentic FCT land document, you have no issues at all. We have a flexible payment plan for up to 12 months for your convenience. Get your land in Broadwater Estate, Paiko, Gwagwalada now, with green environment, accessible roads, power supply, guaranteed security, and lots more. Call or WhatsApp my Abuja Home on 0808 883 7426, 0808 883 7426, or 0808 272 3824, 0808 272 3824. Hurry now, promo ends soon. This opportunity is also open to military personnel. My Abuja Home Limited. Affordable. Live the life.
Back and thank you for staying with us. We're still looking at the front page of Nigerian newspapers. The Punch newspaper, the big story: tariff war is the kicker. Federal government intervenes as states disco's rift deepens. And page 27, you'd find that one has got 3 riders to it. NERC summons meeting between the state energy commissioners and disco's operators. Tariff reduction can't work, discos are saying. Our focus on power sector reforms, commissioners are saying. Now, motorists lament slow Shagamu Ijebu-Ode road repairs. Page 40. Awaiting trial inmates feeding gulps. 14 billion naira in 8 months. Awaiting trial inmates feeding gulps 14 billion naira in 8 months. Page 39, you'll see that one. At the base of the Punch newspaper now. And this one says, INEC pushes back as opposition rejects Southwest voter figures. Page 2. How 8,000 naira disputes led to Lagos markets killing. Traders are saying that one. Pages 4 and 5, you see that one. Federal government eyes 21% GDP boost with e-governance bill. All right, just to the side of the Punch newspaper now. Federal government defends passport price hike by to 100,000 naira. 200,000 naira. Page 39. It's got that one. Long-term neglect hindering refineries revamp. NNPC is saying that. And page 28 has got that one. NEC unveils roadmap for 1 trillion naira economy by 2030. Page 40. And the federal government ASU clash over 2021 agreement. Page 2. It's got that story. All right, now it's time to get to hear from you already. Remember, I gave you the numbers earlier, but of course, if you are just joining the family right now and you also want to add your voice to the discourse, let me reiterate the numbers to you again. 0907 353 0044. That is the number to call. The other number is 0908 766 8888, and the WhatsApp portal number is 0909-705-4450. And you might as well want to keep in mind that beyond those routes that I've given to you, or outlets where you can connect with the studio, you can also get across social media platforms where we have a strong presence, and that will be on Facebook as well as on YouTube. You'd find us there, and even every other social media platform as you know it, at Eagles FM Abuja, and there you will find us, right? Do well to subscribe to the YouTube channel. Also give us a like and a following with the Facebook page wall at Eagles FM Abuja. And yes, we will indeed know that you came, you saw, and we are soaring together, right? Well, let's go take this one already. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning to you.
My name is GB from Life Camp.
GB, welcome aboard. Talk to us, GB.
Yes. My honorary barrister.
Yes, so GB. Yes, so you're right, though.
Yes, this one. I want to appreciate the effort of the DSS, military, and the rest for eliminating those riffraff, those bandits from Malta. They were able to clear off some in Katsina about 2 weeks ago. About 30 were destroyed and bombed and consumed with fire in Borno about 2 weeks ago. And this thing is working. But some next year will come and say, their relatives have been kidnapped and you can't pass through Katsina. You see, you can't be continuing. Let's appreciate what these people are doing. We are not where we should be, but we are working towards it. These people have been eliminated in their 100. Their military, our soldiers, they are laying up their life. They are in the bush, in the rain there, killing these people. Let's appreciate them. Let's not just be saying this and that. Let me tell you today, I now know that class I had on this radio because I commend the military for what they are doing. Because we don't like this positive news. All they want is negative. All they want is to bash the government. No! You must always see the cup half full. Let's encourage our military, and I want to commend them to do more. Secondly, the issue of taxation, the state should pay law and have the right to help in this area, because the talk of food productivity is a mistake. The state are the one growing, the land belongs to them to grow the food. Let them help the children. It's just little thing, little protein here and there. They can help teach these women all the things they need to. It's not only gari, fufu, apple every day you give to children. There are many things that are low, vegetables. Give them so that they can have vitamins and protein. Then also, I want to comment Ojulari. That is doing a human job. Some people don't like what they have in NPC. NNPC moving forward. On this radio, I've been accused that once NNPC was refined. Yes, for the period, the protocol refinery they refine fuel and market up what fuel there. It is confirmed. Whatever has happened now, we'll get to right. Nigeria will overcome all the challenges. We will solve our problems. Those who don't see anything good in this country, it's because the candidate lost election, last something, anything about this country good to them is rubbish. No, this country is moving forward. We are getting ordinary. Focus on your job. Turn around the economy, the NPC. Make it like Petrobras. Make it like Aramco for us. I trust your capability. There was a time they say you have been sacked, your corruption, because they don't hate, they hate him. They hate the formation that he's doing there. There's been a human job. Continue. God bless you. Thank you.
All right, and that is GB right there making a statement. Well, let's get your calls too. Thank you, GB, by the way. Appreciate. And yes, it's only a process. I mean, can we ever just get there, close our eyes in a twink of an eye? It doesn't work that way. But yes, it takes a process. And with our feet stamped in the ground, we will indeed get there. I mean, it's a journey. It's a journey. And to say a journey of 1,000 miles begins with one step. Isn't that right? Well, that's right. But then I should bring some other, conversation to you. Just recently, of course, long-term neglect is hindering the refinery's revamp, and the Group Chief Executive Officer of the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited, Bayo Julari, is declaring that fixing the country's refinery under NNPC's management has been difficult due to the neglect of plans for decades. I see. Hello, good morning to you.
Good morning, I'm Chimeze Masokoro.
All right, Chimeze, welcome aboard. Talk to us, Chimeze.
Thank you very much. NNPC man Ojulari saying that they're under attack.
Yeah.
And somebody wants to remove him to unseat them. If his hands are clean, why is he complaining? A man they appointed under 2 weeks, he went on a roller coaster trip to Rwanda using Haskell's private jet. Now you have come up without settling down to tell Nigerians they can always deceive with lies, propaganda, that they are losing they lost $500 million every month from which refinery. And somebody is here again trying to spew lies. I said it from day one, from the time of Melakeri, that NNPC was not and is not working. Even now, NNPC is not working. They are trying to repair NNPC, yes, and sell it to themselves. This is the arrangement they have. Ojulari, you say you need $60 billion to bring NNPC back. The House of Reps and Senate, what happened to the 200 trillion naira you people are probing? Or has that collapsed into that 500 million naira you allege that they are losing? From which source, which platform? It's unfortunate that somebody will still come. Listen, I was there on ground. My duty took me around there, and nothing, I repeat, nothing, unless they want to start the repair now. Ojulari is a round square, a peg in a round square peg in a round hole. They have nothing to offer than what Melakeri has done, stealing money, and covering it with lies. For how long do we continue? Journey of a million miles starts with a single step. For how long do we continue this journey before we get to the promised land? Nigeria will be good. But unless the people pass laws, that some of these people that have served this country by the juggler and lined up and executed either by firing squad or hanging, this country will not come out of this jungle. We talk of insecurity everywhere, and NPC has come for you to divert our attention from what we are focused. We know what they are doing, but God will surely disgrace them as He will use Nigerians to do so. Ojulari has nothing to offer than to steal money again, $60 billion indeed. Thank you.
All right, Chimeze right there, putting out his own thoughts in this regard. Well, I do recall that, we saw it on the front page, yes, 60 billion is what we need again to get that refinery working, to revamp it. Well, anyways, hello, good morning.
Good morning. The man with the golden voice, Mr. Yedi.
Triple D. Appreciate Triple D.
I appreciate you. Good morning and say happy weekend.
Yes, so,
reaching you is just like to see Sinibu. Now, wow.
Oh Lord. But here we are now.
Yeah, you're so sketchy that to get to you na ticket.
no, because okay. Talk to us.
The man with the voice. I so much appreciate the last caller.
Yeah. Okay.
The both NNPC is telling Nigerians that they lost about $500 million to. Sir, how do these people look at us at first? How do these people think of us? Can you come out in any developed nation, one nation that has a resources like this to tell them this kind of stories? We have people all around doing all the work, and you are coming out to tell Nigerians that such amount of what a country. Well, I thank God the last caller has analyzed it well. If such kind of money is missing, is going.
Hello, Triple D. Hello. Okay, we just lost. Right, we just lost connection with Triple D right there. But I'll just get onto the Facebook page wall and look at your messages because at exactly 7:50 will be timeouts for yet another program. And I mean, that one is on stock. All right, you want to know things about, trading and everything. Okay, well, you best want to keep your ears for the 7:50 hour. And you never know. There might just be something for you to gain. Well, there is always something for you to gain at the 7:50 time mark. But I see this one here now is coming from Ozo Francis Ndamani, and he's watching live from Amagunze in Enugu State. Good morning from here, he says. All right, good morning. Muslim ticket is never the problem. What Nigerians need is credible, transparent, and God-fearing leaders, regardless of party affiliations, religion, or tribe. Thanks and God bless, he says. And the federal government should wield into the circumstances surrounding the looming ASU strike and provide a remedial solution urgently. The welfare of Nigerian workers should not be taken for granted, and that's what he says. And continuing in that discourse, Ozer is also saying that the government should begin to revitalize their moribund industries and refineries to address the height of unemployment and boost productivity in the country. Nigeria is richly endowed, but most of our political leaders are not helping matter, he says. All right, thank you, Ozer. And I see this one now from my friend and brother, Tekembi Hundu, all the way from Nasarawa State. It says, kudos to governors who deemed it fit to increase minimum wage. This is necessary because the old minimum wage can't buy a bag of rice, pay school fees, take care of medical bills, and others. Other governors should please emulate. On Bala Mohammed's call, I can see has been making efforts to make sure PDP returns to the path of revival, but I'm sure Obi can't come to a party still controlled by one man from Rivers State. Obi is bigger than that. Daniel, insecurity is a source of concern. Nigerians are not safe. The kidnapped couple are victims just like other Nigerians. Painfully, sometimes ransoms are being paid to those criminals, yet they go ahead to unalive victims. I wonder how any foreign investor can think of putting their hard-earned monies in a country with so much insecurity. All right, I get your point. Very clear. It's got clarity. Samuel from Kuje says, a happy survival day. Happy survival day to you too, my brother. It says, taking the people who were arrested for the Benue killings for me is uncalled for and waste of resources. They should just be sent to a place of no return immediately. Case closed. Is it now that the federal government is realizing that there is malnutrition in the country? All these while that we have been shouting and crying about it, what did they do? Now they have woken up from sleep. What are the measures they're putting in place to stop it? Thanks, UD says, have a great day. You too, my brother. I see Mr. Linus from Brick City now in Kubwa. And he says, good morning, Udwa Abasi Obong. Okay, good morning to you, my brother. Well pronounced or well written, my name, that is. Okay, it's the responsibility of the government to win the citizens' trust by being honest, transparent, and accountable to the people. It's not the job of sycophants and spin doctors to blackmail or bully us into undeserved solidarity and support. Isn't it within my constitutional rights to choose who to support and pray for? We all can't be praise singers and sycophants. Count me out of a country where everyone is a praise singer and sycophants of their oppressor. Okay, thank you, Mr. Linus. NNPCL, as you claimed, worked few months ago, is still needing about $60 million to revamp it again. Chinonso from Suleja. Okay, shooting shots right there. I see you, Abbas, reporting from Dutse. Good morning to you too. Ojulari said he needs $50 billion to make Nigeria refinery work, but some Nigerians have begun to complain. So what do we want? To sell the refinery or revamp it? Some question you asked there, Abbas. Nigeria has to know what they want to do with the refinery. Oh, I see. We should know. Indeed, we deserve it, don't we? Okay, I should go take this one now. It's coming from Honorable Edwards, and it's a voice note, and it probably will be the very last, contribution that I'll be taking just before the 7:50 mark.
Mr. Good morning. My name is Onwedo from Napo. Let me appreciate you. You are doing a good job. I think we are the problem to ourselves in this country. Mr. Odua, the NPC man that people are complaining, the guy has not been. He has not resumed. So when the money was stolen, we all knew that there was a lot of money that was stolen in that place. That place is full of money. But what we're giving a government job, like what you're doing there now, you're doing a private job. Once you, Mr. Odua, once you are giving federal government job, you the first thing that will come to your mind is this is your time. You will embezzle. That's the problem. It's only when we leave this particular part of life, when we leave this, we start thinking about Nigeria, about this country as our country. Let's move forward. That is when all of us will enjoy this country. Who is that? These people that are saying all these things. Give them one opportunity. It happened. I've given someone an opportunity who I believe. In fact, even a man of God, I give the opportunity. I thought he would do it. What happened? Where is it? What is it? What he did was worst. So let's think where. Let's about this country, and we'll get there. Thank you. Happy weekend.
We are the problem of the country. We are our own problems, right? I mean, put somebody that we put ourselves there now, you just never know how we would, also act. Honorable Edwards expressing his fear right there. But I want to say a big thank you to each and every one of us for being a part of this one. As I said, that 950 is where my gauge stops at this morning. But I'm glad that I've been able to also